I told you.
Greetings, my disciples.
Hello, Internet.
Hello, Internet. We are back once again for more streaming. Apologies for the lack of streaming, but we're back.
Oh, hey, there was holidays.
It was holidays, yes, but now we are ready for control. Ah, don't you tickle me while I'm being dramatic.
Then when else am I supposed to tickle you?
I don't have an answer for that. Stop. Okay. But yes, we are back. We are going to take control.
I thought that's later. There we go.
Yes, it is.
Oh, wait, this is gonna be kind of fun. It's gonna be fun to like do this and like retroactively think of what happens in Alan Wake 2 that will make much more sense here. This is so
Yes.
good. Also, this is kind of trippy already. This is like, this looks like a kind of like Ati's, like, you know, pool thing. Like his, like, you know, his tunnel of sending things down, you know, that lets you connect between Saga and Alan.
Yeah.
But kind of, you know, like, solid.
Yeah. Also, I apologize. Actually, can you open up your phone just to like, keep an eye on chat while we're streaming, even if the audio is off?
Yeah.
Thank you. Angel's just going to get phone. Minor technical difficulty where it's not letting me see chat, but I do still want to see chat so I can talk with anyone who might join us. But yes. What?
You're live.
Really?
Well, how funny would it be if for whatever reason you weren't and we were just talking into the void?
Yeah, that would be kind of funny.
That didn't happen.
Alright.
You're not gonna lie.
You ready?
Yes.
We will override all current progress.
Oh, that sounds ominous.
Yeah.
You'll accept everything that happens from now on.
Let's take control. Let's begin to control.
This is gonna be weirder than usual.
We're off to a great start
Get me
already.
out. You called me. So here I am. I know I shut you out sometimes. I'm always glad to hear from you. It's just that I get my hopes up. So many times it's led to nothing.
Just checking the audio is working.
I found nothing.
Yep.
It's like we live in a room.
We live in a room.
And there's a poster on the wall.
Oh.
We stare at it and we think that's the whole world. The room and the poster.
I would have thought that this is, you know, like...
The picture's
Just a building
something
like
nice. A landscape, a famous person. Like in that movie, what is it called? The prison movie.
Oh, Shawshank Redemption.
The room's a cell, and the picture, it's different for each of us. It can be beautiful or terrible, but we're all transfixed.
Oh!
But it's all a lie.
Okay, I mean,
Something to distract us from the truth. They're lying to us. We're lying to ourselves. The room's not the world. The world is much bigger and much stranger. There's a hole hidden behind that poster that leads to the real world. We all feel safe in that room. But sometimes something crawls out from behind the poster.
that's Andy. Don't worry about it.
And the ones that see it happen freak out and try to forget what they saw.
Hi!
I'm here.
Good to see you in the flesh, my dear. Hello. Well, in the virtual...
Why did you bring me
skin.
here?
I don't know.
Yeah. That's actually the funny thing about everyone that's walking around outside. They can't see this building.
Of course. The masquerade.
It basically is. They just... It just... You know, it's like there's a reception filter.
Like the Ministry of Magic. Or,
Yeah.
you know, a handful of things in the Harry Dresden universe, you know.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Certain objects are not allowed in the Bureau. Recent incidents have necessitated us to remind you on unauthorized weapons, pagers, laptops, anything with smarts, including watches, phones, and game devices. Number 2, pencils. Any object considered iconic representations of an archetypal concept. Rubber ducks, ketchup bottles, etc. All materials under Bureau investigation is to be brought through the private entrance. If you see any lobby personnel in breach of these policies, please notify Superior immediately.
You're not allowed to bring in freaking ketchup bottles? What the hell?
This place is weird.
How does that constitute like an iconic representation of an archetypal concept?
Warning, internal lockdown in effect. Building and lockdown. Multiple containment breaches detected. Multiple building shifts detected. Head of research override. HRA protocol activated.
But she just walked in here.
But that's the thing. She's walking in the middle of a lockdown. And
yeah. So isn't that a problem? Shouldn't she not have been able to get into the building?
Maybe.
Oh.
This seal. I saw it a long time ago.
The upside down pyramid in like the normal American seal.
Not to be confused with the Cult of the Tree triangles.
Staffing, surveillance, redacted. Data center initiative, construction, multiple redacted. Office equipment, janitorial cost, blank, mold removal, HQ laboratory cost.
Okay, I'll look at that. Janitorial cost, mold renewal. Ah, I know you. That's Casper, right?
Yep, and now this is going to be important, but pay attention to this wall over here.
Which part of the wall?
Just this entire wall.
This entire wall.
And then pay attention to these areas over here.
Okay.
First, let's head over this way. Oh, bathroom.
Ade?
Nope.
Aww. Can we take a closer look at the wall just to see? That's the previous guy who just shot himself. Or got shot in the head.
Yep, and that's Auntie.
Ade!
Yep, so pay attention to this part of the wall and where Auntie's painting is.
Okay.
So just remember them.
Bureau of Control. All these years I've been looking for them and they were hiding in plain sight.
Wonder why she can see it now.
It's implied that that little shimmering presence is the reason.
Ooh.
Blank, 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 blank. A shark in his blank, although secure, blank, permission to blank, following protocol, blank, shoot to kill.
Okay, we're gonna shoot a shark.
Yeah, some of the documents we find will be heavily redacted, like to the point of nonsensicality. But apparently there's a shark in someone's pool or something.
Panic. Ooh, oh, can I read this one?
Yeah.
Hello, as you all should know by now, the R4 reports are due by the end of the week. We're still waiting on a number of people. If you need an extension, please request Form R4 from your supervisor. If you think you're exempt from filing an R4, then you'll need to get written permission from your department saying so. Remember, R4s are mandatory under Section 75.2 of the Employee Manual. If your R4 requires interdepartmental claims, please contact the appropriate department head, Dr. Darling, Miss Marshall, Mr. Salvador, Mr. Kirkland, as needed. They'll be busy on Thursday in their annual policy review, so please schedule accordingly. Best your admin team. Oh yes, for those guys who don't know, Dr. Darling. Oh. Ade! We'll come back to him in a minute. Ade, yes.
There you are. You are here about the job. Janitor's assistant. You need to go to the interview. Go that way to the elevator.
Thanks. Elevator that way. Got it.
Very good. I'm Ahti, the janitor, by the way. You'll work for me. You can say I sent you. If they don't hire you, then you are relevant. There be work for the axe. Take them behind the sauna, you
Oh, the sauna. Yes.
I've done enough night shift loner jobs to know it makes us come off weird. Ahti the janitor is a friendly face in my book.
Better than somebody with no face at all. Think about
Did she say that out loud? Oh, we're back here now. Hello.
But look, that area is gone.
Ah.
This part is open.
It's kind of.
We're missing a plant, and there's an elevator.
Oh, thanks, Ati. So isn't that kind of like what happened in with the Ocean View Hotel in Alan Wake 2, just kind of led you in circles?
I was 11 years
Sort
old
of,
the
yeah.
first time I saw behind the poster.
Hang on,
They told me I imagined it. I've been trying to pull it down ever since. Will you help?
She's talking to me?
No.
Or us? Or just out loud?
Yep. Now as we get the intro credits, but
Ooh.
But yeah, that's, you know, basically something. It'll be explained later, but the building shifts and different parts of it move around. So don't be surprised if random new hallways show up, doors appear.
Mm-hmm.
It's
kind of like the topward staircases.
in a bit, only you never really see them move.
That's fair.
And sometimes new staircases will appear, or a wall will appear where something used to be.
Oh, is this that hiss stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so just so y'all know, I know a few details about this, but not the full story. So if you see me like name dropping like people or
things.
Or plot points, that's why, but I haven't played this before or seen it played before. Alright, they're done.
Did I lose you there for a moment? You know what's on my mind.
You saw the shimmer
My
of the
baby
screen.
brother, Dylan. 17 years since the men of this bureau took him.
She said she's 11, so she's 28 now.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, pending notification of any death related to the Will AWE, please adhere to following guidelines. Phrases to use in service of country, regret, proud, and pride will be remembered. Phases to avoid: Alaska, scissors, blood, bleed, loss, apologies, and sorry.
Do not mention scissors.
There's a door over there.
I understand you don't really want to like give certain details to give away the game, but what on earth is blood and sorry gonna do?
I don't know. I think it's more of just like try to remain detached. There was a noise in the office.
Is that what that big siren is?
No, it was a shot.
Oh.
Sounded like a gunshot almost.
I am not to be disturbed. Cancel all my appointments for the day for the rest of the week. I cannot trust them, Barbara. Not a single one. Trench. Is that the director?
Oh, yep.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Panic. Uh-oh. Oh.
Shit.
We just got here and he's already dead.
Well.
You want me to pick it up? The murder weapon? Really?
Who is talking to her? The Shimmer? Is the Shimmer's
Yeah.
gonna be talking to her. Hello. Could she at least put on some gloves or like use her shirt or something? Oh.
They broadcasted from the pyramid. Otherwise, only the director can wield the gun, sword, intentionally left one.
So. Oh my god.
And there goes the poster.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it.
It's made of the blocks, so this weapon will live down. This is your ritual challenge.
You must choose to be the chosen one.
Look at this place.
Oh.
Where am I?
Yeah, and also, oh god, what was I thinking?
I don't know.
Sorry, I had a thought and I lost it.
Bubblegum
Yeah.
parapol.
Okay, you keep.
Oh, hello.
Yep.
Right, okay.
Yeah. Like a house, prison, you occupy. Yeah, the board will not will ever speak in intelligible language, so there will always be subtitles for it.
Okay, well that's good. It's interesting that they. Oh, hello.
Melee, okay.
Punch it! Good girl.
Look at that.
Yeah!
The same gun.
Control the gun house. do think it's interesting that they say
Okay.
that they actually compared it to like your house, like your room / prison.
No, the house is... I'm not sure if they're talking about this, but the place we're called is the oldest house.
I know that, but I thought it was interesting that, like, you know, they said prison when she was making that whole Shawshank Redemption reference earlier.
Yeah, that is interesting. I almost forgot about that.
It's like, obviously, you know, there's some sort of mental stuff here.
Yeah. Automatically restores ammo when not in use.
Well, that's nice of it.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about ammo in this game.
Oh man, aren't you psyched? What is your little treasure gremlin self gonna pick up and not aggressively searching for ammo?
We'll find other
I'm
things.
sure, yeah. She's a good shot.
She's been running from the FEC for years,
Doesn't
so...
mean she knows how to use a gun.
Fair enough. Wield the gun. The board appoints you. Congratulations, Director.
Something's coming.
I think Auti's gonna be upset that he's not getting an assistant.
No, I'm still the assistant. An attack.
Duty as director. Keep the Bureau safe.
Did you hear that? It's the dead man. Right after the pyramid spoke to me, and it was just noise, and I understood every word. And this gun's alive. You know what?
Oh,
I'm happy. Happy to be here.
are you okay? Welcome to...
Yeah, wait,
Things
what?
have quieted down outside.
Oh, look!
Oh!
Let's see if
I have a portrait?
Wait, there's one over here too.
Oh, that's not me, though.
Oh, that's
but-
not you. Is that Sam? That looks like Sam Lake, honestly. No, don't shoot him.
Yeah, but look, I have my own portrait already.
No, why are you shooting that?
No reason. Oh, drinks!
Okay. That's honestly less of a mess than I thought you'd have, considering you just shot bottles of alcohol with a
Yeah.
gunpowder.
No, I didn't shoot it. I used my melee. Your melee is incredibly powerful.
Still less than I thought. Good
Oh.
lord.
You can't let this happen. You can't let this happen. You can't let this happen.
Hang on.
You can't let this happen. You can't let this happen. You can't let this happen.
Okay.
You can't let this happen.
Well, that's a mad dysfunction if I've ever heard one.
The little shimmer is protecting us.
Aww.
Thank you. That was horror.
Is this,
Yeah.
Oh.
This is just like a summary of the enemy.
The Bureau has many internal security personnel. The Hiss was quick to take advantage of that fact. The Hiss guards use standard issue bullpup rifles they carried prior to corruption, while the armored guards carry pump action shotguns. They have no observed paranatural abilities, with the exception that certain Hiss guards are protected by shielding of dense Hiss resonance, capable of stopping bullets. Is this shielding a result of prolonged Hiss corruption? Does the Hiss mature in organic hosts over time? More data is needed. Did the Hiss target individuals with combat training? Does the Hiss have that level of cognizance? Does it utilize hosts for tasks they are best suited to? Combat trained hosts are reserved for combat. These are all questions for later, though, though it is obvious that corrupted individuals retain knowledge of the use of their weapons. Prefer to file blank for full report. Wait, there was a little triangle alert back in that spot next to the thing that said Director Trench Photograph. Can you go back to that?
Okay, how do I open the inventory?
Oh wow, I was being a smart ass. I didn't think it actually would work.
Okay, this is just talking about it. Form is variable when bound object. Well, it's prepare utilitarians to blank. Or maybe bound to individuals seeking the role of blank. Object will determine whether blank If rejected applicant is terminated, it's process dedicated blank. Unknown. Object discovered inside oldest house in the room now. Use its director's office. Popular hypothesis blank. Many forms through history. Mjolnir, Excalibur, Valtruska. All weapons that blank of the wielders. If objective powers are convergent forces based on collective subconscious, then this may be the original manifestation of the event. In this case, blank. So basically, it's saying that this weapon could have been like all those old.
Yeah, this one, right down there. So much is expected from the director, the responsibility, the privilege.
What were you gonna say before that?
I was gonna say I would recommend you read a little bit slower.
Sorry.
And also you exited out of the picture almost before I was done reading.
No, before you were talking about like going to that. You had something else you were about to say.
I want to wait till we
Guidance.
stop for a second.
Reach the hotline.
The hotline, says the dead man.
Oh God, hello. Is that shimmer thing? Is that? I know there's like a person or a creature or something in here called or some sort of force called Polaris.
Yes, we will learn about that later.
Okay.
Yes, but Polaris is in her head.
So I have to admit there is can see some parallels between the way that his seems to operate in a like kind of a thoughtful yet also very alien corruptive force. Kind of like the Dark Presence does.
Yes. Only these people can actually retain their ability to use guns.
Yeah, well the guys who were taken remembered their ability how to throw axes at your face.
Yeah, rise in cost of AWE response. What is the agenda for meetings? Update on mold extraction efforts. Upcoming annual salary review. New supplier of coffee filters to be found and vetted. Please come prepared.
I love that. I love that. So much of it seems like, oh, hello.
I have all these pictures across the bureau, and I've been here for like 10 minutes.
And no one has been alive enough to take them except for Ate. But hey, maybe he can take them. I don't know. Ooh, hello.
Reminder, if you experience an unanticipated building shift, follow these simple steps. 1. Search the room for any altered items or objects of power. 2. Carry the altered item or object of power to the nearest safe room. 3. Wait for Bureau staff to find you and the object.
What if they're all dead?
If there are no altered items or objects of power in the vicinity, then reach your supervisor via the nearest intercom and await further instructions. Thank you for your attention.
Oh, so apparently they make bulletproof mugs.
Of all the things to make bulletproof, why mugs? Why not why not literally everything else if they have that power? Look at this! You just imagine Ati's watching you on security cameras and he's like, will you stop?
Oh. Undefined reading. That's just like a crafting material. Oh my god. People are floating up there in the sky.
Oh god. I have to admit, it's actually even creepier that they're not coming down and attacking you.
Yep. Oh, I have a weapon mod. Damage after kills.
Ooh. We checked out the suspected AWE in Duluth. Wasn't anything, just like the house fire before this and the malfunctioning clothes dryer before that. My team is getting pretty sick of duds. We need to find a better way to sort out the fake AWEs from the real things. Or you need to rotate these field agents off for a bit. Look, anyways, we are en route to Sherman Ranch. Next one on the list. Let's hope it's a little livelier there. Special Agent, Keenum. I wasn't sure if it was going to be Kieran or Estevez from Alvin too, because that would be fun. You shot the fire extinguisher and then your screen got messy for a minute. What the hell?
Yeah.
You know what else is interesting about those directing pictures? Not only was no one around to take them, but she's wearing a different outfit. Like, she seems to be wearing a turtleneck. Which I think is
Oh, just dinner reservations.
Aw, she's turning 46.
Oh, nice.
Happy birthday. I hope you're not dead. You get an achievement for wanted destruction of office desks.
No, I'm just doing it for fun.
Okay, that's fair.
Alright, moving on. Oh.
Oh,
Hissing
hello.
sound that tried to invade me earlier. The hiss.
Oh.
Going into everything in this place. Is the hiss your enemy? Alright, it's our enemy.
Okay.
Well, it's definitely our enemy because it's trying to murder me.
Fair enough, but there's a difference between you being collateral damage and you being a target. I have to admit too, I know she read that briefing, but earlier that gave some insight and she had the invasion. But she certainly seemed to be pretty aware of the fact that they were A, one and the same, and B, some sort of like the fact that it's like targeting and seeping into everything here. It's like the Shimmers was filling her in on some details that she so she extrapolated otherwise she extrapolated a lot with everything.
Okay.
Granted, the briefing was one of the few things that wasn't redacted.
Cleanse the control points.
Cleanse the control point. What does that mean? Help me fix it.
Superhero landing. She's gonna do a superhero landing. Oh, this is
Let's
cool.
get everything back to normal, shall we?
Yeah, it was so red in there you couldn't even read who was speaking.
No, I mean just, actually like rebuild the entire room back to normal.
Does that mean you have to go and break all those desks again?
You did it. We did it.
Hello?
Can you hear me? Are you with us?
Pope?
I can't tell you how happy I am to talk to somebody sane.
The feeling's mutual. Yeah, I'm Pope, Emily Pope, Dr. Darling's assistant.
My turn. Should I lie?
Jesse Faden.
Nope.
I'm just visiting.
I should have lied.
You're the new director.
How do you know already?
We're coming out.
Again, I've been here for 10 minutes and you've apparently been stuck in this room that was buried in, like, the shifting wall.
Is there a poster in there? I don't think there's a poster in there. Hello, everybody. How you doing?
Director Faden. Call me Jesse.
Okay, Jesse. I'm Emily.
Hi.
Look, somehow this hostile force, this
Hiss?
that works. Somehow the hiss managed to infiltrate the building without any warning.
And just like that, my name for it is official. The hiss. Like the sound of poison gas leaking in.
We're in full lockdown. It seems to have spread everywhere and to everyone not protected by an HRA. And, extraordinarily, you. You are the director, and that makes you special by definition. Trench is no longer the director, obviously.
Because he's dead.
I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. This whole situation is just a lot.
Trench is dead.
Yeah?
Shot.
Ah,
I found his body. And the gun.
Do I tell her it looked like a suicide?
the service weapon.
Also, and this can sound crazy, but he keeps appearing to me, saying things. It's hard to make out, but he told me to cleanse the control point, push the hiss out. The whole room shifted around.
But there's still this body here.
And you entered the building when it was already in the lockdown before you became the new director?
Mm-hmm.
How?
I'm not ready to tell her about you yet.
A janitor let me in.
I love it. This is fucking unbelievable. I can't even... Look, Jesse, I have a million questions, and you probably have a million more.
Like, do you know my brother Dylan? Not yet.
But there's something I need to ask you to do first. If you can cleanse a control point, then you can maybe cure those infected or possessed by the hiss. Because if that's possible, our options are very different.
Alright, that's cool. That's fair.
Emily Pope. I don't know her, but I like her already.
I like her too.
She's the opposite of the faceless agency I've blamed for what happened to me for so long. But I can't trust her yet. Or rather, the Bureau she's a part of.
And that you're a part of
Yes.
now too.
I can try.
I'm speaking for you, of course. We can try
Aw.
it together.
Okay, whatever relationship
Okay.
she has with this with
with
these
me?
little Polaris in their head is kind of adorable, I'm not gonna lie.
Push the hiss out.
Easy. Oh my god. Is she alive? Nope. That doesn't feel like she's alive.
You don't say.
The hiss has burrowed too deep. Ripping it out rips them apart.
Like the darkness.
Yeah, I was just thinking if it did work,
I
like damn.
can't cleanse them. I saw. It was worth a shot. Thank you, Director. Jesse.
I'm gonna tell
But
her
at
I'm
least she
here.
could neutralize
I'll
them,
risk
as
it.
they say.
Listen. The Bureau was involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary, 17 years ago.
So that's
Irony.
The Bureau came in and covered the whole thing up. I've been looking for this place for a long time.
That's enough. Maybe that's too much already. I can't tell her about Dylan and the rest yet.
I've seen mentions of an Altered World event case dealing with Ordinary.
Which also feels
You
really
were at
ironic.
Ground Zero as a child?
Apparently.
It was one of the big ones, and before my time. And very classified. I can try to dig out some old files for you. My boss, Casper Darling, would know, but he's missing. I think he knew this was coming, or suspected.
Think
He
he's in
came
the
up
dark
with the
place yet?
HRAs, the Hadron Resonance
I don't
Amplifiers.
know.
I think they're what saved us. Or a few of us. And Director Trench would know. Trench, the ghost, or whatever he is, he mentioned something called the Hotline. Said I should find it. It's another object of power, like the gun, an old Bakelite telephone, a direct line of communication between the director and the board. Maybe he can talk to you more clearly through that. I mean, Trench has years and years of experience. He might know how to destroy the hiss. Where is the hotline? It's kept in the communications department through the mailroom. It's part of this sector, so we can access it even with the lockdown in place. We'll get the door open for you. Okay, that's my next stop. That's Tomasi's department. He's the head of communications. I don't think he had an HRA. He kind of made a point about not wearing one earlier. Keep an eye out.
They call me the director. But that's not me. I'm not a director type. I'm not a leader.
Give it time, sweetie.
Why am I here?
You've already got your poster on the wall.
I think you already know. Yes, I came for my brother, but there are other reasons too. I said I was looking for answers, but I might never understand them.
That's fair.
I'm not looking for proof. This is already it. More than enough.
You want to know
No matter what they told me all those years, I know it's real now. I didn't imagine this. I want to be a part of this world.
Interesting.
What scares me shitless is that I finally found it. Only to see the hiss destroy it all.
Do you hear it?
Oh, the phone's ringing. The phone is ringing.
Well.
Is it an animal in trouble?
Don't hesitate to ask me anything you want to know. There are no stupid questions. The door to the comms department is just outside the boardroom back in the lobby. They should have gotten it open by now. Follow the signs to the mailroom. You can get to the hotline containment chamber through there. Good luck, Jess.
Yeah,
The hotline should be in the communications department.
Oh, this is fun.
Where did the hiss come from?
I'm not sure. You said the hiss was here when you entered. Did you see anything like that outside before you came in?
No. No, just inside.
Well, that's good.
The source is internal then. See, the oldest house is a sprawling complex with openings to other places as well. I don't even know where to start looking. But in the context, it's good news. The lockdown holds. The hiss escaping the building would be the end. Pretty shitty world out there if you ask me, but I wouldn't want the hiss to destroy it.
That's fair.
I'm with you on that, Emily. You mentioned the oldest house. What is it?
This building, the Bureau headquarters, the oldest house, is a shifting place. You've seen it. It transcends its physical limits.
I've been to New York a few times. How didn't I notice this place?
It's an attribute of the building. This is a place of power. The oldest house doesn't like attention, so unless you're purposely trying to find it, you don't, which is perfect for us. The work we do here is essential, but unstable. The Bureau prefers not to be noticed. And we need strong walls to make sure nothing gets out.
So without you, I never would have found the front door.
Okay.
But didn't they just say that, like, you know, unless you're actively looking for it, you won't find it? But she said she was actively looking for it.
She was looking for the FBC, but she wasn't looking for the building specifically. It was only Polaris that let her get in.
Fair enough.
This trench guy. I keep hearing him in my head. Is he a ghost? Haunting me?
I doubt we're talking about a ghost in the traditional sense.
That's fair.
But an echo, maybe. See, if he was killed by the service weapon, your gun, maybe it's his final thoughts recorded by the bullet in his brain, like a deep space probe sending back data. But that's just a hypothesis on my part. I need the gun to research it. But you better hold on to that given the circumstances.
I think I will. Yeah.
Also, should we not give it to her? Wouldn't it try and kill her, perhaps?
Can you tell me what an object of power is exactly? This is all, well, new to me.
Don't worry, I love going over the basics. So objects of power are mundane objects that house paranatural energies and have developed a link to the astral plane and can thus be controlled, which is what differentiates them from altered items, which are still housings of paranatural forces, but are more volatile and cannot be bound in the pure utilitarian sense. Got it?
Did she memorize this?
Yes. She absolutely did.
Got it. Thanks.
You don't spell out that much mumbo jumbo without having memorized it.
So HRA stop you from becoming Hiss?
It seems that way. I mean, I hadn't even heard of an HRA until a few weeks ago when Dr. Darling started handing them out. Well, I began analyzing mine as soon as I got it. Each one seems to emit a powerful short-range frequency way beyond anything I've ever seen.
Doesn't the timing seem suspicious?
I thought that too. Dr. Darling usually likes to unveil his latest breakthrough in big presentations.
Yeah, he's
With
like
these, he just passed them out. Yeah, his behavior makes me wonder what exactly he knew.
And that's all for now.
Interesting. Thank you,
Thanks,
Emily.
Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
Yeah.
Just let me know.
I like her, and I hope she's cute, and I hope she continues to be cute.
Yes, don't worry. She doesn't get possessed or turn evil or anything.
Yes. Yes. What'd you get?
More health elemental pickup.
Oh, that's nice.
Boing.
Oh my god, you can jump.
Only person you should fail is yourself.
Sakurai Trench. Okay, so we got a new one. That's interesting.
So we gotta go up to the mailroom.
Okay. Bye, guys.
And guys, you just stay here doing your things.
Don't die. Don't get hissed. No snakes allowed in this building. This is a snake-free zone. What did you find?
Just a terminal that I need more access for.
Oh boy. Ooh. Urban legends are believed to affect the creation of altered materials, but can also dictate the characteristics of an altered world event. Urban legends are understood as the modern evolution of Jung's archetypes. We recognize certain blank, informed by our own blank, and popularized by our media. We have additionally proven that urban legends can even be artificially blank in popular culture, using blank, our Bureau-made anthology television program.
Yeah, once the seeds are sown, human imagination exacerbates the details.
Do you think they're not talking about Night Springs, are they?
I don't think so.
Oh, that'd be really cool if it was.
Yeah.
Certain paranatural phenomena contain clear elements of popularized folklore. AWEs that only occur on blank, a pair of scissors that consume human blank through 2 punctures on the blank. These details, living in the minds of so many, have been given strength through belief. Urban legends are not just stories for children, they are paranatural realities waiting to happen. So that explains why they're why you're not supposed to say scissors in that one report, is because they're trying to avoid giving it any more weight in the world.
Yeah, start with how to handle unscheduled visitors and duality. Start with the following. Welcome to Federal Bureau of Control, established 1964 as part of an effort to strengthen the government relations. We are proud to serve the United States and her people as we strive for transparency and excellence in all aspects of our esteemed nation's infrastructure. If they do not leave, ask them a question. Ask them these questions. Are you here to see someone? Are you from New York or just visiting? How did you find this place? If the answers are sufficiently harmless, explain that this is a secure federal office and that they'll need to leave. If the answers seem blank, escort them to a private room. There, perform gunner's psychological assessment. If the responses are within acceptable range of deviation, then blank immediately. Remember, there is no such thing as too suspicious.
That is interesting because, you know what is a little bit funny about that? Is that they enter the building and then they start talking and they just give off this whole spiel and it sounds like, and then what immediately follows is, hey, if they don't leave, which basically says, yes, we have this really long, complicated, boring sounding intro designed to drive people away out of sheer boredom. Solo loading screen. Jesse Control Edition. Whee! What's a fun fact about Casper Darling is that he actually has some cameos in Alan Wake 2, actually.
But yes, when we get the level 4 security card, remind me to come back to this room.
Okay, come back
to it. It is important. You can tell because of all the sticky notes.
Yes, exactly. He does show up briefly on a book, but in there's actually a DLC called The Final Draft, which lets you go through the full game again, but with some differences, and he actually shows up in a few videos, so that's fun. Yes. Sorry, you were going to say something.
Just the room the way back to the director's room is now open as well, because it was connected to here, but I'm guessing it was blocked off by all the stone protrusions.
Ooh, what we got here? Technological restrictions. The oldest house imposes certain limitations on our bureau, but by far the most restrictive is the inability to use certain technological instruments. The oldest house does not allow devices that receive or emit any blank signal. Radio waves are the only transmittable signals in the oldest house, and even those are often unavailable. If the power of the collective unconscious is taken into account, it could be that certain pieces of technology are too new and cultural blank for the oldest house to blank them. Similarly, these items have not been known to become receptacles for the altered status. Technology may be moving too fast at a place for the blank to occur. Modern technology tends to disappear and break here, sometimes quite violently. Blank agents have been injured by cell phones exploding in their pockets while entering the oldest house. That honestly sounds like what happens in Harry Dresden, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's basically like that. Like, things in the oldest house, you'll notice that they have a lot of, like, old-looking stuff, like phones and stuff. Mm-hmm. It's because they can't bring new stuff in because, you know, it hasn't been in the public consciousness long enough that...
Keep going.
I was going to turn it off so we don't have, like, dramatic music that's freaking me out when we come back here.
Are you going to finish your sentence, or what? Because you stopped in the middle of one.
I forget what I was saying.
Okay, one sec. Oh, excuse me.
Listen, I know you can't control building shifts, but the executive level restroom has been missing for weeks now. I worked my ass off from Isabad Station for 3 years. I've earned my right to a nice workplace shitter. If you can't bring it back, at least find out where it went. Yeah. But yeah, it's basically like Harry Dresden, where, you know, things are too new, don't work here. So yes, lots of exploding cell phones and toilets and...
With a little bit of luck, actually, they hang out longer, because even Harry's old car will still break down because, well, it's much more hardier than like a cell phone or a new car would be. It still has something go wrong with it every now and then.
It's not like that. I think a lot of this stuff, like, you know, the phones and, like, the old TVs and stuff, I think they work perfectly fine here, and there's not, like, a risk of them breaking down nearly as much as Harry Dresden. But for new stuff, all bets are off. For new stuff, everything is going to explode violently. Oh,
once again, our welcome message.
Remind me to come back to this. The speakers have like a message, and I don't know if it's confirmed or not, but it seems like the message might kind of, you know, spread the hiss because it's, you know, noise based.
That's there.
I cannot confirm it, so.
Hell, I mean, with the dark presence, you know, the shadows and negative energy made it pretty easy for people to become taken.
Visited following Nevada accommodations. Desert Inn, Big Motel, Starlight Motel, In and Out, Court, Sleeper E. Okay, not gonna read the rest of them. Expenditures, accommodation is that much. Meals, gasoline, minibar. I do wonder if a motel called the Ocean View is going to be found in a landlocked state. But hey, I guess I'm not paid to think, right? And for the record, I again request that you give us a budget to get two rooms each night. Agent Rowley and myself are very tired of sleeping in the same room. See you on the road. The boys in research that performing rituals may help identify any places of power. Drinking those little whiskeys is my ritual. And he is true of that. A lot of like places of power, of objects of power, kind of draw things off of rituals, like performing, you know, like
yeah.
your...
We saw that with the with all the nursery rhymes.
Yes, exactly.
And I have to admit though, that thing does remind me of I'm trying to remember. I feel like there was a certain notice. Oh yeah, when I think it was an email that we saw in Alan Wake 2 where someone was just like, someone was saying that, you know, like I have like a master's degree or a PhD in like a certain build in a certain field, and here they were trying to think of rhymes for nurseries.
Yep. And that is where we will go to fight the final boss.
Oh. Okay. It's like Tears of the Kingdom up in here, or Breath of the Wild. You can just go right to the final boss.
Oh no, we can't. If we try and go that way, we'll just instantly get murdered by the hiss because it's so overpowering.
Well, that's the shortest lived director of the FBC in history, at least as far as we know. Mm-hmm. Just imagine that, you know, Jesse comes running in, runs around doing her thing, and then just runs into the hiss hallway.
Oh god, mold!
Oh no.
Don't worry, we will, at a later point, we can optionally get the ability to fully resist it. Just remind me that we can go back into that little safe room.
Okay. An auditory event occurred at the United States Embassy in Havana, injuring the majority of the diplomatic staff stationed there. Blank deaths were reported and the outgoing information has been managed. Event response. Bureau agents arrived at the embassy on the same day as the event was recorded through federal channels, but were too late to witness the AWE, which is reported to have been blank. Staff experienced sudden intense vibrations and noise accompanied by an intense pressure in the ears. This lasted for blank minutes. No visual phenomenon was witnessed. The scene was cordoned off and embassy staff were transported to the continental U.S. After Formula, is it 1.9? No,
I think it's
L9.
No, it's I9.
I9. Okay.
That's a period.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's spam.
Literally an 800 number. An 888 number. Was recited in the vicinity. Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
I thought it was paused. Sorry.
No. God, is it? The item was contained and brought into the bureau for examination. Okay.
Okay. Yes, I think that was like a reference, like a real world event or something that had happened at an embassy, but.
Yeah, we're good.
I've always wanted to do this.
I was wondering how long they were gonna stretch on you. Wonder what any FBC personnel probably think just watching Jessie running around, yeeting herself off of balconies and shooting the speakers for no discernible reason that they can properly figure out. They're kind of like, oh, yeah, you know, this is Director Jessie doing Director Jessie things. I'm sure she has her reasons. Oh, yes. Unstable area notice. Of course, you're going to put that in the bathroom.
Please be aware, due to recent fluctuations in the nearest control point, this area's stability has been downgraded to yellow. Green, stable. Low possibility of unanticipated building shifts. Orange, high likelihood of unanticipated building shifts. Red, frequent unanticipated building shifts.
Now my question is, did they mean to put that in the bathroom, or
maybe
did
they were
end up there?
I don't know, maybe they were reading it when they got hissed and dropped it.
Oh,
you know, they had other things to worry about.
Oh god, you know, that's a rough thing. Like, if we're gonna be hissed, that's terrible, but being hissed while in the bathroom reading a report is gonna be pretty funny.
Look at that, there's like metal shingles and like exploding foam to fully seal it.
Oh boy.
Alright, let's go to dead letters.
Well, this is the mailroom.
Oh no, this is dead letters. The mailroom is still further away.
Well, you've got to be quite close to it.
Oh dear.
Hello, sir.
Oh great, one of these guys already. They have a very intense shield that takes a lot of pounding. At least until I get my first ability.
I'm assuming you mean first new ability, considering your melee can break a whole ass alcohol cart.
Oh, actually, that's right. I can probably melee it to help break it. Hello! Oh, don't die, Jessie.
Don't die, Jessie.
Did you drop any health? Yes.
Good.
Thank you.
Okay, question, did that work? Did the melee work?
Yes, the melee... Yes, physical force like melee can break the shields, but also it's typically not as advised because they typically have shotguns. So.
But yeah, it was helpful. Okay, that is pretty cool. I do love that her method of like cleansing it is just slamming her hands into the ground and pressing really hard.
Yep. Alright, now let's enter the room.
Oh, we can fast travel.
Yeah, we can now fast travel between control points.
Gain access to fast travel without the whole house. That's nice.
Oh, need level 2 security to get in there. Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure the speakers are making that creepy whispering sound we're hearing, so...
Probably. Book club? Oh my god, the Bureau book brunch bunch will converse at the usual spot in the corner table of the cafeteria at 5 p.m. on Tuesday. Currently discussing Unless You by J.D. Brooks. Everyone should get their reviews to me by Monday before lunch so I can generate some conversation starters before the meeting. Happy reading, Penny. Oh my god, that's adorable.
Yep.
Do we get to watch it again? Yes. Oh, I already forgot this decision. My kids are watching this.
Hey, Meg, what's wrong?
Oh!
I'm so sorry, Meg. What happened?
Oh.
It's like the director says, confidential and children both start with C. The director's a puppet.
These aren't actual people, but
Hang on, just I'm just
Yeah.
To the city and didn't come back. I don't know what missing in actions is, but I sure wish someone would find her.
I'll help you look, Topher. We'll find your mama together.
Oh god. Who thought this was a good idea?
One of the staff members. I don't remember who, but we should find later that the person had some basic, like, crafting skills, and they wanted to try and maybe create a few videos to kind of help kids that are brought in after AWEs to sort of, you know, adapt to the life of, you know, living here. Because if they experience one of those events, typically they're brought in because of how distorting they can be.
I have to admit, I do question that person's artistic abilities. Here's the thing: it's interesting. Like, not that it was poorly made, but it does not seem like appropriate for children.
That's the joke.
Oh my god!
Greetings, Director Trench. I'd like to thank you for approving my request for the Dead Letters Archive. Cataloging the Bureau's collection of delinquent mail will provide an extremely handy database that research teams can use to search for any connections or related topics found among the letters. Aside from the more functional purpose, the archive will allow us to preserve these windows into authentic human encounters with the paranatural world. The letters came to us from various places and times, gathered by the Postal Service as undeliverable. The Bureau is perfect home for them. I realize not all letters contain accounts of genuine paranormal events or paranatural events, but even the erroneous ones allow us insight into the unknown is perceived by the real people. Of course, I will first compile a system to allow us to analyze the letters for any information or suspected connection to AWEs and other altered materials. So thank you again. Can't wait to delve into my dead letters.
Is that the same person, Pete Bartwell? Is that the same person who did the whole, the Bureau book bunch?
I think so.
Because I thought her name was Penny, but you exited out before I could see the last name.
Sorry.
I know you've done this before, but relax.
Yeah. Mr. Governor, I called the police, but they never come to my house. I got a problem, and you got to send folk to fix it. I got my wife one of those singing fish on the walls.
Oh, no.
It's not a real fish. It sings when you hit a button. But it's got the devil in it. It flies around at night and sings devil songs. It says a lot of cuss words. The devil got in my house because of the fish, and you gotta come handle it. My wife is real upset. When can you come? Sincerely, random person.
Dwayne.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Just, of all the things to be possessed in the house, a singing fish.
But that's the thing, you know about it. It's a very big cultural thing that everyone knows about. So it makes sense that that could be subject to, you know...
Wait, what's that poster on the wall?
Hold on.
Okay.
To whom it may concern, I am being contacted by the President of the United States of America. They appear as spirit guides, giving me their wisdom. John Adams keeps saying I need to fix America, but I can't really understand him. They all have a lot of opinions. People tell me I'm imagining it, but Theodore Roosevelt showed me how to fix my lawnmower, and I don't know a thing about lawnmowers. Explain that! I have a great dead man telling me about the past of the present. If you'd like to use my abilities to help run the government, please let me know. I know the White House could use me. Yours in earnest, James Brothermeal.
Oh god. Oh god, I don't know a thing about... I don't know... Oh.
It's just like a motivational poster for the
I don't know
security.
a thing about lawnmowers, but Theodore Roosevelt helped me fix it. How does Theodore Roosevelt know about lawnmowers? That's the real question you should be asking.
As you can see, these are entertaining.
Oh god, I'm alive.
Just look at it. 8 inches wide and capable of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes. Stolen by our friends at the CIA, the disk held the launch codes to Soviet nukes.
Oh my god.
This is not the disk, of course, but one exactly like it. A perfect fusion of concepts vibrating in the Cold War era collective unconscious.
Oh.
A receptacle. It is a receptacle for dangerous energies to hone in on. And they did. We don't have the details, but when things started flying around the disk, it was transferred to us. It's an object of power. OP. Oops. Oh, and it can launch things telekinetically through the air. To date, we launched maybe 3 dozen pencils. And once, we even launched a cup.
Well, guess what we're going to find is our first power.
He's a dork. Oh my god. I mean, I knew he kind of was.
We're on the right track.
And I kind of knew he was from what I saw of the, of his videos from the...
Dark Voice?
Yeah, but my god.
Bathroom break. Oh, nothing in here.
Well, in that case, bathroom fix.
Yep. Okay, this isn't just me being a vandal. I think that because of the DLC, there are like some vending machines that will like come to life when you shoot them, and they drop really good gear.
Okay. So is
Oh.
this... Oh boy. Oh. Oh, you poor man. What happened?
Oh, he's dead.
He's dead?
I think so.
Oh, that's...
Oh.
Dear God.
Okay.
No, that's what happens when he gets what looks like orange fire extinguishers. What the hell?
Oh, dear God.
Hang on, honey.
He's trying to murder me.
Really? You sound surprised. What else has the Hit's been doing the entire time he's been here?
Well, this is the first time it's ever taken control of another object to try and get it to murder me.
It's taking control. Oh yeah, beforehand it just was taking control of other people.
Yep.
I mean, it really, the Dark Presence did the same thing.
Yeah, I know, but still.
I mean, yeah, doesn't make it any less annoying, but it's not without some precedent. Hello. God.
Alright, you buddy, come here. Come here.
Maybe you got this.
Floppy disk can be bound to gain launch telekinesis.
Why are there so many slashes in what they're talking?
Teach us to believe.
It's harder to hear you when I'm here. It's like the channel's been changed.
Interesting.
The board's in charge here. They're pyramids in the bureau seal. Are they really the ones pulling the strings? I'm not their director. I'm no one's director.
It's never quite explained why there's slashes, but it could be that that's sort of like, you know, transmitting to your brain, and your brain's kind of interpreting it, but the interpretations are subject to variation.
Yeah, like I understand, like, you know, the launch versus the launch / telekinesis, but it said, like, you know, you / we will learn to control us / them.
Yeah.
And that was like, okay, that's weird, because depending on what word is supposed to fit in there, is launch the thingamajig. The board actively...
Slot to advance. Score.
They actively said thingamajig, and I kind of love that.
Yes.
Woohoo!
Yeah, but also, even if there's not something nearby, it'll just pick it up something random. So endless ammunition, only limited by the energy bar at the top of the screen.
Woo!
Boing, boing, boing.
So I have to admit, I do love. You know, she just like, you know, that disc was gotten corrupted by the hits and then was throwing things at the you know, that poor man until he died, and then was throwing things at you, and then you reached out and grabbed it, and now you're doing this. It's like, I feel like, you know, like, I understand it's worked out well for her, but both times it's happened, but it's like, Jesse, why are you picking up objects of power with your bare hands? This does not feel safe. Please put on some gloves. Please take off your jacket, use it as a hand shield.
This is burrowing into our astral plane / secret base. You must stop and mute them.
Well, that makes sense. You've been doing pretty well muting them by shooting the speakers.
The floppy disk is now bound / delivered. Oh, the Hiss antagonist is seeking our astral plane.
There you are. You were gone.
Containment procedure. Must be contained in the cell with no loose material. Object is an 8-inch disc-like containing Soviet-era nuke launch codes. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to telekinetically lift material and throw them a short distance. Objects currently bound to blank for research purposes. Stolen from Soviet stolen from Soviet military base located in blank by Agent Blank and Blank with the CIA. Disc contained launch codes to missiles believed to be reserved for use against blank. After being returned to America, the diskette began throwing computational hardware at members of the decoding team. An informant for the CIA tipped the bureau off, and it was requisitioned by agents the next day.
I bet you think it knew it was on American soil, and it was like, no, you take me home right now.
Very well could be.
This will help me fight the Hiss.
And the guys that have the shields, now I have something that I can use to get rid of the shields more easily.
Alright, well there you go. Now you have long distance melee. Which,
basically, yes.
Which is kind of...
Case in point. Whee! Bonk!
Well, that's one way to weigh the table.
Where are you guys? There you are!
Yay!
Oh god, they got missiles?
That's okay, you have a filing cabinet.
And I think I hit an explosive barrel too.
Missiles are no match for a filing cabinet.
Missiles are no watch for my filing cabinet. Although actually, I just remembered, you can also catch the missiles mid-air and throw them back at the enemy. If you so choose.
Okay.
Just doing Jesse things.
Sorry, it's just so amused by throwing a filing cabinet at a guy with a missile.
Yep.
Okay. Oh. Ooh. Can I read this one?
Yep.
Book Club Notes for Penny by L. Sampson. So I don't usually read a lot of sci-fi, but as far as space operas go, this was alright. The title, Unless You, could refer to a bunch of things in the book, I guess. But I thought it was a little vague and stupid. The way the characters kept throwing it around, almost like a catchphrase, got real annoying real fast. The best part of the story was the space battles. I sided with the Fixers, obviously, because they had the coolest tech and the motives made the most sense to me. Honestly, if I had to choose between some hoity-toity flowers and guns space hippies or a badass bunch of warriors who go around devouring planets like cheap sushi on a Sunday, I know who I'm picking. That scene where they invade the city planet and convert the entire population using those brainworms, and that space dogfight between those two ace pilots, sign me the F up. What kind of ruined the whole thing for me was when my favorite character got killed not even halfway through the story by getting a battery cylinder launched into his face by a gravitational anomaly. His death didn't feel necessary at all. Which is interesting, because isn't that kind of what happened to the poor sap in the hallway? He got those battery cell things launched into his face until he died.
Yeah.
Oh God, if we find...
Emily said that the hotline can be reached through the mailroom.
I understand right now the hiss is kind of contained / at least neutralized in the floating bodies, but there is something really creepy about just going around, you know, places that are, for the most part, you know, cleansed or at least somewhat controlled, and there's just floating bodies.
Yeah.
Like, I know right here Jesse's the only one who's, like, come into this spot, but even after she cleansed the first central point...
continue your thought. What were you saying?
People were running around, like, you know, people were going around, like, once they got let out of the room and were cleaning up, and then she was just... And then she was just... And then, you know, there's just bodies hanging up in the corners.
Yeah.
It's creepy whispers over the loudspeakers.
Yeah. National news sites have begun publishing stories of a polar bear attack on an Alaskan town. You all know I don't like the boats, but claiming that the family was killed by migrating polar bears desperate for food because their ecosystem is being ruined by global warming was a stroke of genius. Using current ecological concerns made the public much less likely to blank. So another AWE behind us, and the public is none the wiser. Well done, everyone. It's been a strong campaign and perfectly executed. This doesn't mean we can stop monitoring blank and blank for any off-message opinions, but looking like we're in the clear. Elevator, but locked down. Magical random box.
This does kind of remind me of what happened with, like, the wizarding masquerade in both Harry Potter and also to a lesser extent in Harry Dresden.
Yeah.
Because honestly, in Harry Dresden, the masquerade is actually mostly done by the people themselves, because it's easier to kind of come across. It's kind of easier to, like, summarize your own kind of like your own brain, like, you know, determine that certain things are nonsense and make sense of it rather than someone else doing it for you.
Yeah.
Ooh. Pay attention, Alberto. This is the last time I'm explaining this. Internal lockdowns are manually triggered events that lock one or all of the sectors by restricting the use of the sector elevator, effectively locking the staff in their sector until the emergency is handled. They can only be lifted via the directional override and maintenance, or once the director is satisfied that the situation is under control. External lockdowns are bigger deals. Nothing in or out of the whole building. It's only triggered by a code red containment breach, based on some complicated system that security and research slapped together. It can only be lifted once once A, the threat has been neutralized, and B, a high clearance individual gives the system the all clear. This process is not the same as the directorial override, so stop saying so in documentation. I know it's confusing as hell. I've told Darling 100 times to change it, but they're adamant it stays the way it is. Honestly, I don't think they even know how to change it at this point. Let's just make sure our staff understand how this mess works, okay?
Marshall. And here we've got more mold.
Ugh.
Yeah, this stuff is very dangerous, and even just touching it causes damage.
Where's Ati? We need some high-grade bleach, like stat.
Oh god, he's spawning right behind me!
How rude of him.
Bonk. Ah, it didn't fully come to me. Any healing? Nope.
Yeah.
And as you can see, I can also throw things before they fully come to me, which can be useful if I'm pulling something that's coming like from behind an enemy, but can also mean that it might hit something else and it's not fully at me yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of documents here. This is cool.
Yep. Last month, our on-site server experienced an intrusion by unauthorized users. After a thorough investigation, it was confirmed the users only accessed a video file which contained various portions of Dr. Darling's presentations. Investigators were able to track the users through their IP address. The following are confirmed to be identified users: Patrick Sade, Rubens No Yoga, Armton, Christopher.
Yako. Oh, sorry. I saw the Yako and my mind went to a thing, but his last name is not
Yeah. These individuals are in breach of Bureau Code 91 and have been placed under surveillance by our external investigation team. Further action is pending.
I was thinking like, oh my gosh, is that one of the Costco ads? But I was like, wait, no, it's not. Name's not right. But how interesting would it be if that was him?
It would be. It would have been a cool little like teaser to Alan Wake too. Oh.
Hello?
Level 1 clearance obtained.
I know there was a level 1 door that you wanted to go to. It was not too far away from the sticky note door. It was down some stairs.
Yeah, we'll be looping back around to the main area anyway, so we can head back there later.
You're listening to America Overnight, mystifying the airwaves for more than 29 years.
Ooh.
Thank you for staying up with us. Ghosts. We've had many callers over the years tell us of hauntings, voices, and other phantasmagorical phenomena. Today, friend of the show, Dr. Quincy Reagan, tells his story. Quincy, thanks. This is something I experienced recently while staying at the Chili Pines Motel in Macon for last year's SuspiciaCon. I was in room 47. The night manager, an avid listener of the program, insisted I take this particular room.
Well, that's not creepy or anything.
The manager explained that years back, the body of a man was discovered under the bed, inside that wooden border that motel beds tend to have. And the body had been there a week, he said. Guests had stayed there, sleeping with the corpse a foot below them. They only found the body when housekeepers complained about the smell.
I'm surprised no one else did.
Hauntings have been reported in room 47 ever since. I happily took the room. I fell asleep pretty quick, checking under the bed first, of course. No ghosts visited me, no chilly spots or flickering lights. But when I woke up, I found myself under the bed. It was dark and stiflingly hot. Luckily, I was able to push the mattress off and crawl out before I suffocated.
Dear God.
The night manager was kind enough to find me another room.
God, I hope so.
There you have it, listeners. What we call ghosts take many forms. Quincy was brave enough to tell his story, and I encourage you to keep calling and writing whenever you encounter something strange, something you can't explain. Maybe you're seeing colors that we have no name for. Maybe your toaster is possessed.
Yeah.
Listeners,
but can you guess why this recording is here in the FBC?
America Overnight.
Oh, just this tuned in to.
They run the. I think it's found in maybe one of the DLCs that they run the radio broadcast, and it's basically a way for them to gather more information about paranormal activity that they might otherwise miss.
I don't know if this is really means anything, but whenever like you have Jessie stand for a minute, she tends to rub out her shoulder.
I don't know if it has any specific reason. Ooh. Okay, so this one is less corrupted, but still usable. Ooh, look at that. They all
reoriented themselves.
Another level 1 clearance.
This must open the door.
Oh, there's a huge thing of blood leading that way.
Oh boy.
I'm sure there's nothing scary or dangerous in there.
You know, someone just got over enthusiastic while painting.
Is this the way I came? Yes.
That's someone with probably the hiss.
Yeah, alright, let's see what doom and gloom is in here. Greetings! I am the first boss who shall become a normal enemy later in the game.
Yes.
Eat cabinet!
Tamasai. Oh, yeah. That was one of the names I was previously saw.
Yep, well, looks like he's possessed. Bonk. Oh! Oh, he dodged my bonk! That jerk. God, now he's throwing things at me.
How dare he copy your thing from the evil object of power.
Oh! Jesse, move!
Is it?
As you can see, the flying enemies are very hard to hit with objects. Oh gosh. Ouch.
Oh no, death!
I saw that coming. I always died to this guy the first time. Even after all this time.
Interact with the control point to revive at that location after dying. Yay. I have to admit, is that like loading screen supposed to look like supposed to be like a representation of the hiss?
I think so, yeah.
It is surprisingly fluid and liquid.
Yeah, I know.
You're flying out. I think they said that with the Star Wars movies when they were dealing with some of the new stormtroopers that were chasing them down. It's like, wait, they fly now? Who's flying now?
Hit him in the face.
Multiple times.
Ow.
With a shotgun.
I don't have a shotgun yet.
No. With a gun made of object of power stuff. Oh, hello. Oh, are we in the face too?
Nope, he's just gonna run off.
Bye bye.
I have a feeling he'll be back.
Yeah, probably the fact that he didn't drop to the ground and fade
Let's stay
away.
focused. The hotline should be past the mail room.
Oh god, there's so much blood.
You know, there's a lot of people in here that have
Yeah.
died. You can see all the bodies everywhere.
Tea time.
Tea time is at 7. I'll see you of course on Sunday morning. By the way, have you read this report? This Tyson report? Tennyson report. Apparently, there's a bunch of copies drifting around the office. Trench is looking to get his hands on any information about who wrote it. You wouldn't happen to have heard anything about that, would you? See you Sunday.
Oh, can we like take a quick scroll through those files and see if we can find who who Tennyson is? Because I'm curious. Because I know he was mentioned. I want to see why. I want to see, or the person that you just killed.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there's quite a number of files. Actually, is it one of these? Or...
Oh yeah, that's it. That's it. Tomasai. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. He's the one who had the boast about the polar bears. Yeah, there we go. We got it. Pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bummer though. Honestly, not like everything hasn't been a bummer up until this point, but I think that was the first hissed person who had a solid name.
Yes, rather than just a random
Person that we had no context for.
Yeah.
All right, take this down.
Oh.
The situation in Cuba has been evaluated by the relevant authorities. The mysterious illness affecting the staff at the U.S. Embassy in Havana was caused by sonic weaponry in the hands of a foreign power. Numerous personnel have damage to the inner ear, but most are expected to make a full recovery. Of course, the event also damaged their cellular walls, but we can't blame that on some stupid noise gun. Thank God no local doctors examined them first. Honestly, what are the odds an altered item would show up inside a U.S. embassy? Talk about good luck, huh?
Oh, sir.
So much easier than...
Oh.
Hey, are you still recording this?
Okay, well that got aggressive real fast.
Bird.
Oh, it's just his ID.
Tomasi, head of comms.
Oh yeah,
This got him.
Oh, there it is.
Battle summary. A spate of disappearances was traced to a home in the city of Butte, where Bureau agents discovered a translocative light switch cord. Oh. Bureau agents arrived at the home of a local celebrity located at blank blank, which has been connected to a total of blank disappearances in the area. Agents found no one inside. While searching the closet, an agent pulled out a light switch cord and disappeared from view. Another agent was selected to pull the cord in order to replicate the event. He disappeared as well. Both agents were discovered at the oldest house blank days later, found in a sealed room by rangers exploring a new area of the house. The light switch cord in the Butte home's closet disappeared during this incident.
Oh, we're about to run into that.
Oh, fun times.
Oh, don't worry. It's not problematic in a sense, but it will lead to some interesting occurrences.
What was that paper you found up immediately after you did the recording?
I think it was just like his ID. So, let me see if
there's a lot of words on there for just an ID.
No, collectibles, case files. No, it was.
No, it's gonna be someone else.
Research and records. I think it was the HIS agent. We'll look at the enemy ones later. Oh, there it is. There it is.
ID. Oh.
Oh, okay, that's what it was.
No, it wasn't.
No, it automatically went to this.
Oh, okay, all right, I'm with you. It's his ID.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be.
It's fine. I don't know why it didn't immediately go to the right one, but whatever. Oh. It's the phone ringing.
The phone is ringing. Hotline chamber. Woohoo.
Nope.
What's on the wall here? Oh,
just
scenic pictures. That's nice. Oh, there's moose.
Why is it not going to? Oh, whatever.
There we go.
Okay, it's just who's going in.
Director Trench, the custodian, Director Trench, Bill Everett. Who the heck is Bill Everett? Oh, there's more than one custodian.
Yeah.
I was thinking, wait a minute, where's Ati? He's the janitor. But I'm like, oh wait, there's more than one janitor. Hey.
The Ocean View Motel and Casino. Dream Logic.
Oh, I see it. I see it right there.
The light switch cord.
Yeah.
Door marked Black Pyramid.
As you can see, there's no way over there because there's no bridge. But if we pull this,
stand here.
1, 2,
and 3.
Whoa. Have we been here before?
Welcome to the Ocean View Motel.
I've stayed at a lot of roadside motels across the country.
Oh.
On the run, under the radar. This feels like
we won't be able to interact with almost all of them.
Like something recognized from a dream.
It's locked.
God, this does look really, really different.
And we can't see outside. What happens if we push this?
Hello?
It opened one of the doors.
Oh, is this where we'll see Alan?
Later, not in the main game.
Not the main game. Okay, I gotcha. Ding, breaker done.
Oh, now the next door's open.
Hello.
Key has a black pyramid on it.
Sometimes we will have to like change things in the rooms to make sure that they all match, and then the key will appear.
Well, that's fun. Kind of does feel a little bit like the nursery rhymes. You know, you gotta put the stuff in the right spots. Boop.
Oh.
Hello.
It's a painting of me there, but now there's a bridge.
1, 2, and 3. Yeah. Woo.
How's that for trippy?
That's fair. Hello.
Hotline C-Shell is a transmitter bridge. Directors control the board long distance.
Complete the astral plane challenge.
Oh,
oh
dear.
Oh, hello. I think that thing's having a panic. The hotline will allow you to contact extra-dimensional entities. Oh.
That thing is basically Mr. X of this universe.
Oh no.
We cannot kill it, and it is hostile, but nothing can be done to stun it.
Can we freak it out? Can we have like the in-universe thing of a rocket launcher that will just make him nope out away from you?
Nope. Though, spoiler for future in the game, the Bureau does have one in the Bureau because they sometimes send people into the astral plane on what they call dives, and it came back and exploded itself out of someone's head.
Well, that's great.
You can contact us and /past selves. You expect compulsive /weekly calls.
Of course you do.
It is a phone. It's an object of power. It doesn't connect to any typical network. A direct line to the astral plane and the board. And my hypothesis is, under the right conditions, to other planes of existence as well.
Interesting.
And now we will always be shown sitting in the director's office when we answer it.
A director needs a team. My management team. These people know the secrets of the Bureau as well as I do. Some even better. Darling, Tomasi, Salvador, Marshall. Marshall especially, my head of operations. She sees right through me. She knows I don't like relying on people. The only person you should fail is yourself.
As he quoted in one of his
But
pictures.
things change when you become director.
Oh, is her nose bleeding?
I have it. The hotline. I can reach Trench. Well, listen to him. He feels more like an echo. An echo with important info.
Like in the dark place.
Yep. The hotline is now available.
Woohoo.
We can listen to the full message of the ones
It took us a
before.
long time to learn how to stabilize the control points, the ley lines, the meridians of the oldest house. Darling found a way to soothe this beast. We discovered we must cleanse control points of all interference. It's my duty as the director, like Northmore before me. I couldn't manage it in my own house, at my home. I'll damn well do it here. Without the control points, the oldest house would swallow us alive.
No, he's like talking about his life outside.
Inside an endless labyrinth. No one would hear our screams.
Well, that's
If an
creepy.
enemy ever managed to corrupt the control points, it'd be over fast, spreading like a cancer, leaping over the fire breaks like a crown of fire. They are the weak point. Darling's right about that. He's wrong about everything else. Dangerously wrong. Suspiciously wrong. Has he been compromised?
Interesting.
I can hear the hotline ringing in my dreams, constantly ringing. Ringing so loud I can't hear the voice I'm straining to understand.
Do you have a voice like
Why don't
Polaris
I
in it?
pick up?
The board.
It's a secure line of communication
Oh.
with the board. They would tell me what I need to know. Do I fear their answers? Would they have warned me of this threat? I didn't see it coming. The traitor in our midst. A conspiracy plotted right behind me. I can't trust anyone. I must assume all my intel has been manipulated. The hotline is the only channel I can trust. Bind it, control it. The rule and the ritual with objects of power. It can't be tampered with. The lifeline to the astral plane and the board. I must seek guidance.
This feels extremely dangerous.
I'll rest first. I'm so tired. Always tired now. But I must reach the hotline. I think I'm under attack. An attack of dementia, exhaustion. It's a rain cloud making me forget.
Uh-oh. Just like what the Dark Princess did.
I must reach the hotline.
That's what he said when he, like in that memo he gave to Barbara, was like, I can't trust any of them.
Yeah.
And I cancel all my appointments. You get the sense that he did that right before he died.
Yeah.
The Ocean View Motel and Casino is a familiar friend to me. I stayed in countless motels like it while investigating AWEs across the country, back in my field agent days. Those roadside motels all bleed together like a dream. Same and not the same. Anywhere and nowhere.
Isn't that basically what Jesse said?
The Ocean View operates on dream logic, and the light switch cord leaks out to be found in the most unexpected places, and sometimes successfully encouraged to appear and act as a convenient lock to keep out those not trained in dreamscape navigation.
Like all of us, really.
Veterans can only find one key in the motel. The key that opens the door marked with the inverted black pyramid. The rest, the many other doors, are still mysteries to us. We're all merely guests there. Even the board.
That's
Sometimes I need to visit, just to breathe easier for a while. It beats the numb, sterile apartment I spend my nights in, insulated from everything but myself. I guess that's where the whiskey comes in.
It's really nice to actually have a bed, you know? Because, like, I bet we see that these people could be secured in the lockdown cells, you know, until an emergency passes. There is no sign of any place people could sleep if the emergency lasts for days.
Something's coming. The whispers growing louder. The worst winter storm in Bureau history.
Yikes.
Retribution for my sins. Our sins. This threat could destroy the Bureau. Everything I've built. Destroy me. A web spun, turning this place against me. I catch glimpses of it in the corner of my eye. It's just out of reach. Elusive. It's clever. A perverse game of hide and seek. Is this part of an attack? Obfuscating the facts. Dimming my eyes. It's hard to tell. I need answers. I haven't heard back from Darling. I fear for my friend, my closest ally. I think we made a terrible mistake all those years ago. That thing he studies is putting us all in danger. It's my duty as director to keep the Bureau safe. It'll be difficult. What's done can't be undone. There's no easy fix. Magical thinking is a requirement for survival. Pain and suffering are mandatory. To change things, you have to break yourself. I don't know if I have the strength. I'm old and weak. I'm afraid. I can see my hands trembling. I'm losing control.
Oh, I am nervous for Jesse now.
Yeah.
Meanwhile. respect independence/dependence. You are the authority/chosen one. Hero, game needs you.
Yep. And those were just, as you
I
can
need to get back to Emily.
tell, all of just like the full videos of all the occurrences that we
People
saw.
react strongly when I tell them about you. Is it too soon to tell Emily?
That wasn't there
She
before.
might be able to help.
And we're back in the director's office.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Well, that wasn't here before.
Oh, what do we find? Trench Bureau funding. To all executive staff, I know there is some concern regarding our operations exceeding the annual budget. So long as we operate within the oldest house, we are obscured from scrutiny in many respects. If our budget demands are not exorbitant to the point of drawing attention, then they will be granted by the U.S. Treasury without question. The FBC is just another line in another spreadsheet that some lowly accountant won't even notice. Their eyes will skip over us as if we weren't even there. The nature of the oldest house allows us certain freedoms in how we operate. Our being here is no accident. Interesting.
Fun.
So perhaps because they were talking about how, you know, like objects of power and like urban legends can kind of all absorb you know, powers because they've been in the collective consciousness. It kind of could be the same thing with the Ocean View Motel, kind of being a blending of those old like roadside motels, like everything is kind of the similar and it all bleeds together into one aspect, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Go ahead.
Regret to inform you that your son, Potts, was killed active duty. Details surrounding his death are classified. On to tell you he died in service to his country. Can prove his courage in the face of danger and his commitment to protecting our nation against her enemies. You remembered by his comrades and colleagues. And we regret the pain this message will bring you. Take some solace in knowing that his sacrifice helped to protect the country he loved. His effects will return to you with all speed.
Sincerely yours, Howard Murray, Deputy Chief of Communications.
Yeah.
I wonder if these people are even able to tell their families, friends, loved ones, like, hey, I work at the Federal Bureau of Control. Like,
they can probably mention that they work at a government agency. I don't know if they'd be able to give the specific name, but also I highly doubt that they'd be able to tell like any definitive information. But that's I'm pretty sure standard for like most government positions, like FBI or CIA or anything.
That's fair, but that memo that would presumably go to that man's parents does say, you know, that he works at the FBC and it has the logo. So like, there's got to be some level of it. It's probably how the normal people feel about S.H.I.E.L.D., really.
Yeah.
It's also even funnier too when you think about how Carol Marcus.
Did you get the hotline? I mean, how is it out there? The comms, the hiss?
Yeah. Sorry, you were going to say?
About how, I remember, I think it was in Captain Marvel when Fury takes Carol in and she's just like, so you're a secret government organization. Why do you put your logo on everything?
Sorry, you made it. I'm glad.
I'm glad too.
Emily?
It's nice to see you.
Let's talk. I got the hotline. I can make out what Trench is saying now.
Incredible. What did he say?
He talked about his management team. People who knew the Bureau's secrets. Your boss, Darling. Tomasi, but he's gone. Salvador?
He's the head of security.
And Marshall?
Helen Marshall is head of operations. She's tough, ex-CIA. She took her Rangers and went to the research sector to secure the HRA production. She hasn't come back.
Uh-oh.
Someone who could help us. The other sectors. How do I get there?
It's impossible because of the internal lockdown. You can perform a directorial override to lift it, but that can only be done in the maintenance sector. Normally, you take the sector elevator down there. It connects all the sectors, but it won't work while the lockdown is in effect.
Now that's ironic.
We already got past one lockdown.
Maybe I can find a way.
Jesse, look, with no prep, no training, in this extreme situation, you are doing phenomenally well.
Thank
and
you.
all that and the hiss can't seem to affect you. I mean, I would love to run some tests on you. If You agree, that is.
That's fair.
We could find out something that would help us.
Tests. I don't know. She might find out about you. But I wouldn't mind understanding more myself.
Okay. If you think it will help.
Great. I'll check the internal documentation for any lockdown bypasses. We need to get these sectors open to locate Darling and Marshall.
And I'll look for a way inside the maintenance sector. The sooner we find one, the sooner I reach this override.
Kind of funny that the main way they think about getting down to the maintenance sector is to take that elevator, but the elevator does not go down while a lockdown is in effect, so you're kind of in a catch-22. Oh, she's on the phone again. Hello. Auntie?
Don't worry, he's fine.
Okay, just wanted to make sure that was Auntie and it wasn't supposed to be one of the other guys.
No, but Ati.
Right.
Ati's the only janitor we see in this game.
Okay, that's right.
Maintenance.
Plant. No bearing on anything, there's just a little plant in there. Oh, that doesn't look good. That looks extremely ungood.
Yes, but also extremely huge, which kind of fits with the whole like space-defying nature of the building. It said 4 ability points.
Ooh, fun.
Okay, I can do that at a control point.
Hi, Jesse.
Hi. No.
Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
Just let me know.
I love that. Hi, Jesse. Sits down, thinks for a minute, stands up. Thanks, Emily.
Do you hear that? Someone's singing.
Auntie?
Where's it coming from?
Singing. Sounds like it's coming from the elevator.
His incantation, she calls it.
You mean like in person?
Ooh.
More health!
Yay.
More energy.
That's for your telekinesis, right?
Yes. More melee damage.
Woo.
Additional weapon slot. Or additional weapon form slot unlocked.
Well, that's fun.
Plus 25% to launch damage. Yes, please. I need more telekinesis. Oh, I need to upgrade the launching grenades and rockets back. Darn.
In person.
Excuse me.
Jeez. Construct Shatter.
Oh.
I now have a new weapon form.
Congratulations.
I think she's trying to get us.
After I'm thinking about that weird puppet show, I do think it's interesting that it's depicted a young child who lost a family member to control, was very upset and confused, but also seemed, willing to kind of dive in and learn more secrets about the place. And they had red hair. Almost feels like it's meant to represent Jesse.
Yeah. Alright, let's give you a new thing, buddy. Damn it. Improve the damage.
Time to work.
Ate!
Meet me in the maintenance.
Ate.
Like I said before, the janitor is a friendly face.
Who can apparently bypass the lockdowns, which, kind of fits with his paranormal abilities.
Hey, buddy. Hey, what's up? doing there, honey?
I'm good.
The maintenance sector is the janitor domain. If I can find Ahti here, he can help me reach the override. Maybe it was you who got me into the oldest house built.
I have a
Maybe
shotgun.
it was Ahti.
And you can watch
Felt
the gun
like he
change in
made
my
the
hand
elevator
now.
appear that
Oh,
took
look
me
at
to
that.
Trench's office. Is Ahti guiding me too?
Yeah. Of course he is, because he's like that.
Nope, that door needs level 2 security. Apparently I can still pick stuff up though.
That's fun. Maybe bulletproof glass, but it's not telekinesis-proof glass.
Nope. There's a control point down
Directorial
there.
override is right there, in the control room. How do we get there?
Ahti, send help. Give me your water god powers.
Oh, the shatter actually breaks the shields too. I didn't actually realize that it could do that. I thought I always had to just be, you know, throwing things like this. Bonk.
There you go, baby.
We won't always get like a dramatic. Oh, maybe we do. Sorry, I thought it was just gonna like move everything without having a dramatic scene. Oh, look at all those pipes that it was covering. Upgrade grip. Oh, unlock a second mod slot and increase base weapon damage, but I don't have the funds.
I think it's interesting too is that there's almost always like these sort of radio signals that reorient themselves.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're meant to signify anything, if they're just supposed to be some sort of set crossing.
I don't remember either.
You know, like the dolls in Resident Evil 7. Love of God, there are so many freaking mannequins.
Oh, double kill. Kill his rangers. Oh, I'm guessing the enemies hit something and it took a while to cook off.
Probably is.
And then send something else flying too. Oh. Another level 4 door.
What's down that way?
Am I retrace? Uh-oh.
Just a side quest. Oh.
Oh.
Hello.
It's-
Ah!
Cleanse the merry-go-round house, object of power. No.
Horse, object power.
This place makes me nauseous.
Yeah.
Oh look, horsey!
Power. How do you think it got down here?
The same way everything else did. Nothing, very little about this place makes sense, honey.
Why is kid stuff always so creepy?
Because people like to twist it into horror-style games, or movies, or books. There's something inherently creepy about subverted children's innocence. All right. The horse choo-choo allows us to evade dash.
What?
Woo!
Oh, Jesse! Oh, we're okay.
No, I don't think you are. you have the same energy bar for both
Dashing
and launching?
Oh, gold enemies are immune to just these attacks.
Oh, well, then run away. Success! You are in the horse and now bond friends for life.
Let's see if Tess keep up with me now.
I don't know if you saw that said, like, you and the horse are now friends for life. Yay!
Yeah.
I feel like we should name that. Oh, let's see.
Yeah, we should name it what?
Oh, let's read it first.
Okay.
OOP. Okay. Objects should be kept in a confined space when unbound. A fiberglass horse once used as a seat for a merry-go-round ride. The pole is still connected to the object. The object is capable of moving short distances at high speeds. This can be quite dangerous when blank is its path. The object is currently bound by blank. The object was discovered at the site of an abandoned amusement park. Local blank report that the rides would move on their own and they would be chased out. When these rumors reached the Bureau, see America Overnight, agents were dispatched to investigate. Three local blank were found dead at the scene. The object attacked Agent Blank by blank. Agents invoked formula C.5 to blank the object long enough to blank. OOP16KE. We could call it Cookie. I'm gonna name the horse Cookie.
Okay. Board countermeasures. We are at war / hostile takeover. The Hiss is opposing force / foreign power. We will provide countermeasures / strategy. Accept / ingest them at control points. These countermeasures / missions will benefit you. We will give resources / rewards for each completed countermeasure. So that was basically just sort of like the little side missions that I took on, where accepting them allows you to get bonus materials and such just by doing, normal stuff that you're doing anyway.
And occasionally dash around because of the power of a horse named Cookie, who is now your friend for life.
Ah!
And let me guess, you once again going down and you're gonna end up back where you were. Yep, exactly.
Why does this room have a giant hole in the ceiling in the first place?
So you can drop down and then come back. It's like a portal. Don't shoot that portal. What good do you think that's gonna do? Your object of power is probably like, what are you doing with my life?
It doesn't care. It likes destruction.
Fair. Oh dear.
Auntie has a mean janitor, apparently.
Oh my god.
Hey, man! What are you drawing? I'm drawing a dog!
I'm drawing the pyramid.
The what?
The pyramid.
What's a pyramid?
Oh my god.
The Black Pyramid. It's in the astral plane.
Airplane?
Astral plane. It's big, white, and empty. Or is it?
Dun dun dun!
It's a weird, crazy alien dimension. The white goes on forever. You can get lost in all that white and never find your way back home.
Hey, well, someone's having a time.
I miss my home.
Meanwhile, Auntie singing in the background.
Yep. Auntie provides so much needed levity to this very depressing children's puppet show.
Yep.
Which honestly, in and of itself, that feels like kind of an old school style puppet show, which kind of fits in with the whole old technology.
Oh.
There's a poster for him on it. I love it.
Yeah, and you know, it's interesting because that also was the case in the Dark Place. Remember the room with the poster on it of Alti?
Yeah, but that was specifically Alti and the janitors. This is more.
No, the one that showed him in in the theater, just standing there.
Oh yeah. Hey man.
Well done.
Thank you.
You got the job. It's place for congratulations. Yippee, saatana. It happened in the last drop. I truly need an assistant.
Funny thing is, I've been a janitor. I'm more at home in that role than as the director.
I don't know, he seems to be
Only
doing very
Ati
well.
here seems to see that.
Yeah, hi, Ati. Look, we need to get the lockdown lifted, otherwise I can't get to the other sectors. Can you help me get to the override?
Yes, easy peasy. It's just around the corner. But first, we need to get you working. Very small, couple of hours job.
Something tells me it's gonna be more than that.
You think there's a dog buried in this?
A dog?
I can tell you are not yesterday's Krause's son. That's why you'll make a great assistant. Very well. I'll hit the facts on the table.
Oh my god.
I'm on perkele suoraan that this house has a vermin problem. A bad one. They've already messed up the cooling pumps. And the power generators of a power plant.
Oh, that sounds bad.
And the pensioner inside. He's starting to feel the band around his head tighten. The situation needs to be fixed before the plant blows up. And we all disappear like a fart in Sahara.
Trying my best to keep up with this. Fix the coolant pumps and the power generators, otherwise the power plant will blow.
But don't you worry. I've left you clear instructions.
God, I hope
You'll
so.
catch the end of the thread before I go to my vacation. The work's on the task board here. You can do later, when you have time.
Vacation? Right.
Where does he think she's going?
No one's gonna cancel my holiday or seat's gonna rattle. But don't worry at all. You'll take care of it and soon this crisis gonna be last winter's snow. You better go now, so you don't have to run with your head as your third leg. The door in the back leads to the plant.
The door
Level
in the
2
back.
access.
That's great. Thank you, Ati.
I won't go back for the one door near the entrance, but don't let me forget about it. Also, look at all the water he's standing in.
Oh yeah, you know, maybe he's gonna use that to transport. Well, that mess, burn the trash.
Yep. Burn the trash. Throw it in the fire. Burn it all. Turn it into a reindeer, not into a moon.
What?
It's Auntie, don't question it.
Oh my god. Basically the Pinkie Pie of the Remedy Connected Universe.
Yes, honestly.
Reality.
Oh, this one's yellow. Ooh, it gave me a mod.
Cool. You know, like, you know, breaks reality, mysteriously helpful, has very interesting powers, likes to sing.
Okay, so what happens again if that thing blows up?
Power. Explosion.
Don't shoot it. Don't shoot the thing that may or may not blow up.
I'm shooting the window. The thing that's gonna blow up is out there.
So don't make a hole that lets your bullet travel to the thing that's going to blow up. Don't be a dumb.
Alright. To learn a secret.
The phone is ringing.
Northmoor was director before me. I never wanted his job. I never wanted power. I purposefully avoided it. Didn't trust it. Didn't want to rely on it. Northmoor was all about power. A man like an explosion, hungry for authority, for order, for more. until it was too much. I had to find a solution in the end. Contain the situation. Northmore never liked me, but he went along with it, to his credit. He didn't really have a choice. I suppose at the end of the day, a director's most basic duty is to keep the lights on. Here's to you, Northmore. There were no prime candidates waiting in the wings, but I was there. Had been the whole time, keeping my head down, working my ass off. I had nothing to lose. I picked up the gun almost on a dare.
Yeah, but it is heavily implied that the last director now is inside the core, and it's basically generating power for everything, which Auntie did say, you know, that something around it, the head starts to tighten. So
the pensioner, he said.
Yeah, so
okay.
So warnings about too much power, I guess.
So much power, you literally put yourself into a core. Like, what the hell?
No, it reached the point where they had to contain him somehow, and yeah.
Oh, an object of power escaped the Panopticon a couple weeks ago, and they wanted everyone to keep an eye out for it. So if anyone sees a merry-go-round horse zipping around the sector, alert me immediately. Do not try to contain it on your own, and definitely don't bind it to yourself. Your security chief, Simon Arish. Well, I hate to break it to you, Arish, if you are still alive, but we have found Cookie the horse, and he is our friend for life.
It's dangerous out here, lady. Go see Chief Arish. He's just inside. He'll help you.
Don't worry, I'm the director. I'm fine.
And I have a horse.
I'm also gonna be resetting this.
You realize we are going to go see a man, and we very well may talk to him about a horse.
Alright, let's get more health, and then we'll save up more points for... Oh, it took 3 points. Never mind. Still needed more health anyway.
Man, hey! Chief Arish, FBC Security. Shouldn't you be in a safe room?
Oh, he doesn't immediately recognize that you're the director.
Yep. Hey Simon, I got your message. Yeah, if someone in the sector is asking about Auntie, just tell him you'll handle it and leave it at that. Under no circumstances should any personnel intervene with his day-to-day routine. I told you everything I know about him so you could better deal with his odd habits, but yes, it's still very much classified matter. Also, I saw your report about the quarry worker who wandered into the Foundation. Detaining him was the right move. We'll figure out what he saw before we decide our next steps. The quarry. Cheers, Lynn. P.S. In case you haven't noticed, something is up between Trench and Darling. I know this isn't your strong suit, but try your best to stay out of it. Yeah. Okay, but we've got something mentioning the quarry and the Foundation. Mm-hmm. And also, apparently, they know about Aunty's oddness, but apparently they can't intervene in it. It's just...
Or they're saying, like, hey, you know what, don't worry about it. You know, he's got his own thing, you know, don't mess with it.
Yeah.
Because he can, because you know he can do his own thing and he's harmless.
Yeah.
At least to us.
Yeah.
Anyway,
they all have HRAs. We're on the same side.
Yeah.
My name is Jesse Faden. I'm here to perform the directorial override to get the lockdown lifted.
Yeah, Chief Arish, FBC Security. I'm just... Oh, hang on, you're the new director. It's a pleasure.
Oh, thank
you.
Ma'am.
Let's skip the formalities, please.
Right. Faden, ma'am. Look, as you can probably tell, it's a bit of a shit show down here. We've been holding our ground, but whatever's gotten into our buddies has them wrecking the coolant pumps and the power converters. The NSC keeps overheating, and my crews keep getting shot before they have a chance to make any repairs.
NSC?
Oh, sorry. Bureau jargon. It's what we call the power plant. You know, the big rumbling metal thing. Salvador, head of security, asked me to protect it in case of an attack. See, what's inside is dangerous. Dr. Darling seemed to know it would be a target.
Darling? He's here?
No, he came down a few days ago, before everything went to hell. He was out of it. Smelled like a bar mat. He was ranting about vulnerabilities and how he only had one large-scale HRA, but that he needed it somewhere else. Still, at least he gave us these personal HRAs before he left.
Yeah, really.
Hey, did I mention that he was tearing his clothes off?
Of course.
Dude.
Darling knew the hiss was coming.
At least
Listen,
expected something.
I love
else.
playing 20 questions as much as the next guy, but we have got to get the water and electrical systems repaired before this baby blows. I'll have my guys unlock the doors out of here for you.
I'll take care of it. You stay and keep the hiss away from the plant if you can.
The hiss? That's what we're calling him?
Apparently.
That's catchy.
Thanks.
Listen, the radios
Can't
aren't
remember
working,
it
so if
myself.
you find my boss Salvador out there, could you please ask him what the plan is? I'm sure he will have one by now.
I'll keep an eye out for him.
He sure has a lot of faith in his boss.
Try to stay alive.
When the converters and coolant pumps are working again, we should be able to get this baby back down to a safe temperature. I hope.
What do you know about the hiss?
Not much, only what I've seen. Well, they use the same tactics that Marshall and Salvador taught us, which makes me think that the hiss haven't completely erased the people inside, which is a pretty fucking horrible thought.
Yeah, let's admit the man.
Or they're just using whatever they find in their victims' heads.
Because they
In any
can't
case,
be saved either.
they are really eager to get inside the power plant.
Why do you think that is?
Shit, I don't know. They want to make my life harder?
That's fair. It's just good. It's just good answers. I think.
What do you do here, Arish?
Security chief of the maintenance sector. I make sure all the weird shit down here doesn't bother the maintenance crews. Learned everything I know from Salvador. The best security agent this bureau has ever seen.
Aw.
And you like your job?
I love it. You know, everyone thinks that maintenance is the lowest rung on the ladder just because we fix pipes instead of writing memos. I gotta be honest. These are the bravest people in the goddamn building.
That's fair.
I'm proud to work with them.
I've done a few odd jobs with these kind of folks. They say what they mean. I like that.
What exactly is the power plant?
Listen, I only know what Salvador told me, but I know it generates all the electricity for the Bureau, and it's got two very simple rules. Rule 1, keep it below a certain temperature. Rule 2, don't ever, ever open it. Oh, and 3, it's classified, so I shouldn't ask.
Sounds like secrets are standard operating procedure around here.
Oh, yeah. It's all part of the job.
What do you know about the service weapon?
Not much. That thing is director only. Salvador told me by the time he saw Trench use it. Sounds like that gun can do some serious damage.
Especially to a brain.
I did see pictures of it once, though, and it looks different to that thing you're carrying. You modded or something? It's new.
Is new a good thing?
Given the circumstances, I'd say new is our best bet.
That's fair.
Well, though actually that makes sense because when you see Jessie holding it in, like, you know, the intro cutscene when she first finds it, it looks more like a revolver.
Yeah.
So it may have been changed based on Jessie's
experience.
Do you know this Ati guy?
Of course. He's my favorite coffee break buddy.
Aww.
Dude has got some crazy stories. He probably knows more than anyone else around here. You can make sense of what he's saying.
That's fair.
Any idea where he's from?
I'm guessing Sweden.
He's from where he's from. Look, there are just some stones that are better left unturned, you know?
Yeah. He's actually, I feel like his English gets a little bit smoother in Alan Wake 2. Where he doesn't use as many, like, jumbled idioms. He still, and he uses a bit less of his...
converters online? She knows.
He uses a bit less of his native language. But a little bit. This one, I don't think he really makes much about farts in the Sahara. That's a little bit.
Oh, look, beds.
Yeah, oh, thank God. Dear Lord. Those look like the most uncomfortable beds I've ever seen in my entire life.
Well, it's a safe room, not a luxury room.
I have seen the beds on, like, those decommissioned, like, battleships, and those look more comfortable than these ones right here. And it's a battleship, sir. That is literally...
It has to be prepared for all the shipping that needs to get done. Whether between characters or cargo.
I am going to go get the potassium pillow so I can smack you over there. I mean, like, that
Uh-oh. Oh, dear God, these guys are kamikaze.
Oh, no. Something tells me this is not going to help keep the area cool.
Well, I brought my shotgun.
Shotgun, damn it.
Hiss charged.
Ooh, the hiss-charged agents are examples of extreme physical disformation resulting from hiss corruption. Hiss-charge displays an unthinking fixation on any non-corrupted individuals in the area. Once within a certain proximity, they erupt into a burst of focused hiss resonance, so dense that it acts as a physical force. The hiss-charged is depleted of the hiss corruption. After this eruption, the host is left lifeless. This behavior may be an adaptive response to the HRAs. The hiss-charged are designed to blow the devices off of potential hosts, exposing them to the resonance. Is the hiss capable of customizing a corrupted host's altered ability to this degree? Why the physiology of the hiss charge so dramatically different from the host's original form? Lots of questions, no answers.
Emily Pope.
Not surprising, considering she's the assistant of Dr. Darling, who seems to have the most
experience and seems to have known that something like this was coming.
Yeah. And like I know everyone, like he seems really shady. Like, you know, Trench was talking about, you know, like, he's like suspiciously wrong about stuff and like something's going down between them. But if he really was that suspicious, why would he give HRAs that protect people?
Yep. Do you recognize its little cube?
I think.
Saga's boss battles with Alan.
Oh.
She had to like reactivate them. They're basically power cubes. Oh. Okay, I completed the mission. Wrong button.
Also, maybe the cameos of Darling in the Alan Wake too, but he seems like I feel like he's kind of making a clear right here of some sort. Like where you're kind of meant to suspect that he knew more what was going on, but he's ultimately benevolent even if he was not properly prepared or not very clear on trying to describe what he's doing. Oh my god, one of the pieces of machinery. It looked like an airplane. That person looked like an airplane for a second up there.
Okay, so that guy was much easier than the boss. Well, because he didn't have a health bar.
Yeah.
I'm Jesse.
You're being dramatic. I get to tickle you.
That is not how this works.
No, it's not how this works, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Goofy.
Yeah. Sorry, Lovely.
Okay. Oh, I can now construct a new thing known as the spin once I find enough materials.
Ooh.
I can also do a whole bunch of stuff with mods, but I'll save up materials for now. Board countermeasures. Reward collected. And mod. Now let's go burn some garbage.
Okay. Because that's just what this overheating maintenance thing needs. Arson.
Yeah. Auntie singing again.
Auntie singing again.
Oh look, radioactive stuff.
Crash. Did Ati mean barrels full of hazardous biological material?
Sure. At least I have to admit, you are relatively uniquely qualified to handle this. Considering you can actually lift it without touching it and throw it from a far distance. Yay!
I'm breaking some environmental regulations on waste disposal, but if that's what Ati wants, then I'll get it done.
Oh my god.
My name is Dr. Pierce, lead researcher of the Parakinesiology Department. I believe I've discovered the Code Omega paranatural entity residing within the Bureau itself. Right under our noses.
They talking about
Darling refused to allocate me the budget or resources, so I'm taking matters into my own hands. Let this recording be been talking to me for some time now.
That's so
Did you hear that? It's a sentient force capable of communicating. And there's no record of ever installing this furnace. I believe that. Oh, sorry. What? Yes, I can feed you. What do you eat? I see. I'll try to find some volunteers.
Honey.
It's more of like she's just kind of going crazy and thinks the furnace is speaking. She's not referring to anything related to the story.
Okay. I think someone may have been hanging around the furnace too long.
Yeah, the heat is getting to her.
I know, she needs a nap. Careful. Never that barrel too much. I also love that Jesse's just like, oh, you know what? It's like Ati's desires versus environmental concerns about radioactive material.
I think it's more biological, less radioactive. I think I misspoke, but yes, still.
Still, environmental things. Ati.
Remind me to pick that up in a minute. I'm just gonna throw this out first.
Yep. Pick up that thing in a minute once you're done disposing of the unfortunate. There you go. Yeet yourself off the stairs. Go pick up the thing. Woohoo! Ooh. Hey, Bozer. I get this. The accounting department still says they haven't received my expense reports. They say the receipts probably got lost in the mail tubes because of a shift or a threshold or some effery that I don't. And that if I don't have the originals, they can't verify my expenses for reimbursement. This is such BS. Why do we even use these effing tubes if they just spit out our mail in some other godforsaken dimension? Just venting here before I make a formal complaint. Useless pieces of shit, Rodriguez. You know what I love is that someone took a page of, officially stamped and sealed FBC paper to write out a message to their buddy. Instead of talking to them or and left it here. I understand they can't exactly leave a text message. But
yeah, because their phone would explode.
Their phone would explode, but it's something that's really the only thing that they had. They didn't go find them on their coffee break or something. It's just like
Okay, that's not it. Keep an eye out for the last barrel because I remember that I always seem to struggle to find it. I think. Let's try down here first.
She lands well.
But I did take some damage.
Oh. Still, you wouldn't have noticed though. She took a surprisingly little amount of damage considering how high up she jumped from. So I'm getting the sense too that she's kind of she's going to be building her own team around her the way Trench did, but except with Simon and Emily and probably Ati. You know, the people who still picked her as their director even though she was really confused, but recognized that she was lost or uncertain and gave her as much intel and help as they could. And, didn't judge her for not having a lot.
What a mess. Burn the trash. Ooh, I got a damage boost and 2 ability points.
Oh, thanks, Ati. You know that Ati is definitely the one who's giving you this.
Mm-hmm.
He's giving you these boosters here.
Yeah. Whee! Down we go.
Whee!
Oh dear.
Just hold together a little longer.
Oh.
Hello. It's not any of that creepy mold stuff you're talking about, right?
Oh, it is.
Oh, it is. Oh,
but
okay.
Don't worry, that kind doesn't hurt you.
Oh, okay. That's nice. I think.
Yeah, don't worry. It is not. Actually, no. I can't say anything.
Okay, that's fair.
NCS coolant pumps.
Fix it fast. If the plant goes boom, we can throw the spoon in the corner.
You can throw the spoon in the corner.
More power cubes.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, I don't think they like that.
the other one was like folded in half and floating along by the hips.
Yeah.
Yikes.
No, pick up... Jesse, pick up the cube.
There you go, girlfriend. You got it.
Oh, more angry hiss.
You know, if the hiss are throwing a fit, if the hiss corrupted are throwing a fit, like getting all pissy about something, does that mean they're throwing hissy fits?
Yes. Yes, they are.
Oh my god.
They most definitely are throwing hissy fits.
I love it. Honestly, it seems like they're completely incapable of not throwing hissy fits. Which is fair. I mean, let's face it. It's half in the title already.
Oh my god, look at me jumping with this. It's just
Trying to follow along, doing its best.
Oh?
Shit.
What now?
My old enemy, the clock, is blocking the pipes.
The clog.
You need to leave and see.
the clog.
Oh! Ah!
He got him caught with his hand in the fist.
What the hell is that?
Clog.
Disgusting thing I've ever seen.
Oh god.
Which, it makes sense that Auti's biggest enemy would be the clog.
A janitorial issue, yeah.
Well, not only that, what we were talking about with Auti and him being like representative of water.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what would be the worst enemy of water?
Something that prevents water from getting in.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Or like clean water flowing.
Yeah. At least the clog comes with helpful bullet spots. Oh, careful, honey.
I waited. I went over too early.
You know, what actually is pretty funny, too, is that she was talking about, like, you know, the prison movie with the poster, which has to be the Shawshank Redemption. What was one of the things about once Andy, like, pulled up that poster and, like, escaped through the hole, he had to crawl through the sewer pipe.
Yes, I've never seen the movie, but I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's what, like, you know, he just had to go through, like, you know, something that probably looked and smelled and at least like the clog, at least it didn't act like it. But he came out and he ripped off all of his clothes and he slogged through the river in the middle of the pouring rainstorm because he, for the love of God, had to go through a lot of literal crap in order to get out.
Yeah.
And it worked.
Okay, the clog is done, so now I just need to work our way back around to the entrance.
We'll be running around the piping when we come. We'll be running around the piping when we come.
Yes, we.
We'll be coming around the piping. We'll be coming around the piping. We'll be coming around the piping when we come.
Yep, she said nothing more satisfying than manual labor.
Yeah. I'm actually glad that you interrupted because I couldn't quite figure out the proper like way to like end this.
Yep. Oh god, what is that thing?
That is a.
Oh, he's wearing riot gear and he has a minigun!
He's wearing what? A riot gear? Oh no.
And he has a minigun.
Can you steal his minigun from him?
No.
Damn it, that would okay, that probably would be overpowered, but it would also be a very nice strategy.
Jesse, switch guns. I got run.
Oh my god, he's big.
Nope. I can't dodge on the stairs apparently.
Quick question: is he angry because you're fixing the piping, or is he angry because you used your card?
Probably the piping.
That's fair. Oh, hello. Troopers are meant to be the first agents to enter unknown AWEs, thresholds, or any other paranatural hazardous situation. They're heavily armored and heavily armed in preparation for the worst. As a result of the role, his troopers have access to the heaviest armor and weaponry from the Bureau's armory, including military-grade chain guns and grenade launchers. In addition to their already formidable FBC-issued armor, the Hiss resonance surrounding these entities is dense enough to stop bullets. If forced to engage one of these, be sure to make use of any available cover. Also note that to the telekinetically talented, enemy grenades can be a welcome source of ammunition. Once again, compiled by Emily.
Yeah. Well, Darling's missing, and it makes sense that she's the one updating everyone on the Hiss, and Jessie might, provide like a debriefing when she goes back to the room. It's like, hey, these are some new enemies I ran into.
There is something that is kind of funny though about how you get those and then you get them almost like it's almost like they just get dropped into your lap.
Yeah,
like
a bunch of bodies, a bunch of mold.
Yikes.
Yeah, but
some of it has some of it makes sense because you're finding the files around, but that one just like once you kill an example, then you get some more insight.
Don't worry, guys, I'm here. No, I'm helping the other guys.
Okay. I thought you were saying he didn't here. Shoots them in the face.
No, I was saying that to the people who are the Hiss is trying to murder. Are you feeling tired?
Actually, yes I am. But I know someone who's not tired of making any puns.
Nope. Oh gosh!
Ah! Whoa!
Good thing I can dodge. The game was lagging a little there, probably from all the explosions and particle effects. And I kept this person alive. Hooray!
Hooray!
All right, now I gotta go fix the other thing. How you feeling?
A little tired. Once we get to the next stopping point, like once we get to another good point, I think I'd be ready to call it for the afternoon.
Okay. Yeah, we'll get to the next control point over this way.
Okay.
Yeah, thankfully we have a bit more time now, I think, we're just in universe, I think we have a bit more time where Jessie does because she got the water back on.
Yay!
Oh, not expecting that to explode. Oh god. Central maintenance and engineering. Okay, I don't think I've actually been in here yet. Oh no, this is new.
Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel. Into the bathroom.
There's a lot of bathrooms in maintenance.
Yeah. I wonder how. I know, and these ones have like, like,
oh yes, Hiss nodes. Destroy them can get rid of like barriers like that.
There's also like 12 stalls in that one, whereas the other ones only had like 2.
Yeah. Oh, the elevator.
Oh yeah, the sector elevator that is not working because we're in lockdown, but you need it to get to the place where you can end lockdown.
Yep.
Yeah, that's weird.
More trench photos. Okay, this is an area that I can't get into yet, but we will come back to it later. Because that will lead off into like that big blobby area that's straight off. At least I'm pretty sure we can't get in there yet. And either way, no, yeah, it's black rock processing. We don't need to go in there yet. Oh, but we do need to go in here, I think.
A good defense.
Investigate the training course.
I'd like to file a formal complaint regarding the unauthorized use of my voice in the state of quality I did not agree on. The fact that they were planning to use material from what I thought was a rehearsal was not communicated to me at all. Had I been, I would have disallowed the use of these recordings. I want use of the Ranger Field Training Course recorded messages to halt immediately. I will not stand for this humiliation among my peers. I will go to HR with this if necessary. Signed, Randall Pulaski. Oh boy. Now I'm actually kind of... I feel like this is going to be pretty funny.
So I just read this? Welcome to the Ranger Field Training Course. The course must be completed in a specified amount of time. When you're ready to start, press the button. Is that all, or...?
I always did love obstacle courses.
Oh my god.
Get ready, Ranger. Course starting in 5, 4, 3...
You're so eager,
2,
look at you.
1. Go. Seconds remaining.
Whoa.
30 seconds remaining.
No, Jesse.
Jesse, come on.
15 seconds remaining. Course complete.
Yay!
Huh?
Guessing this isn't usually part of the course.
We've got an object of power over here.
It's protecting itself. I need to hit it harder to break that shut.
Here, give me a... cardboard box does not work. Let me try metal barrel.
It's a safe.
Don't worry, we're gonna save the safe. Watch your leg, honey. Boop. If that falls down, that's gonna crush your foot. Ooh, shielding. Of course, the safe would give you a shield.
Oh, that means me. Hold Q.
Yes. Q for quill. Oh, look at that! I just love that she just picks up like a massive blocks and uses them to cover herself. Yeah.
Training successful.
Hooray!
Yep, I can now summon a shield if things are really getting hairy.
Don't worry, the shield is basically your hairbrush.
Mission complete. So good defense. Oh.
Time to have a shield.
Oh yeah, hello.
I think I just killed 3 at once there.
With a giant rock for your shield. Yeah.
Oh god, they have snipers now?
Yep. Well, I mean, the ones in the actual plane did.
Those were all machine guns, not...
said they were gold enemies that were immune to your attacks and they were up at the range that you couldn't hit them. What would you call those if not snipers?
No, I mean he actually had a sniper rifle. Sorry. I don't know, like he was actually using a sniper weapon. Item must be contained within a soundproof cell. A Holidays Memory brand white plastic tray with green plastic stand. The item repeats words and phrases spoken within a range of blank feet, always in a tone below something hurts. Its verbal mimicry has profoundly distressing effects on the individuals it's copying.
Oh god, that would be creepy.
Item was taken from Blank, a Canadian research station established on Ross Island in Antarctica, where it was used to celebrate the holiday season. In 1979, a solar radiation damaged the radio, severing the base's only means of communication with the world.
Oh no.
After the frozen passages opened, a military expedition visited the base to reestablish contact. They found the base's occupants in various states of madness, rambling about voices in the tree. Military personnel discovered they also heard the tree speaking. After locking the item in a supply crate, they brought it back to the mainland, at which point the Bureau intervened.
Oh, that's creepy.
Yeah, which is interesting because, like I said, it was apparently a Canadian research station. So apparently the FBC has some access outside of Canada. I'm guessing if Canada has its own version of this, they probably let the Americans know. It's like, hey, we got this really, really freaky thing going on with this Christmas tree. Kind of drove a bunch of people mad. Send help.
Almost feels like, I feel like there's a couple of episodes of the original series of Star Trek where well, like the one, like, you know, that kind of reminds me a little bit of like a combination between The Naked Now, like The Naked Time, and the part of the Tholian, and the one of the Tholian web where they're on the edges of that, like, loosely, like that loose space that's driving everybody crazy and making them attack each other. What's creepy too is, like, you know, the object of power with, I have to admit that even, like, you know, Cookie the rocking horse, or the carousel horse, was dangerous because, you know, like, he killed people and was running off, but there's something about this that's running off, it was kind of running and then it lost. At least it was an abandoned carousel. This one too, you know, everyone's kind of left alone in the Arctic and then they have nothing but this tree for months and months.
Yep. Oop. More mold. Can't go in there yet.
Yikes. Something about that was profoundly even more creepy, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Should we end here or keep going a little bit more?
I think I'd like to end here.
Okay.
For tonight. But yeah.
Let me just collect my rewards. Okay.
What's going on?
No, I'm just reading the things first. Just gonna read this before we end, then get a few upgrades before we end for the day.
Okay.
Launch grenades back at the enemies. Nice. And then I will launch basic enemies when their health is low.
Yes.
Okay, and that's all for now. And that will be the end of where we will be streaming for today. So thank you anyone who came to join us. We hope that you had a good time.
Yeah.
And
tune in next time for more weird maintenance and whatever the heck happens next. I have no idea.
Yeah. Alright, good day, Internet.
Good night, Internet.